Welcome to Rows to Columns. I'm going to take you through a program that's going to allow you to use Google Forms to collect information from students or from participants. They have to answer the questions and then they get sent a badge at the end with a little bit of, reminders, send outs, and all those kind of things. So before we get anything going, file, make a copy. What do we need to do? Well, first of all, right, it's bad. URL badge. This is a badge. It looks like it's going to be the link that's going to work. This one will not work because it's got the words folder in it. This is not the actual image. So we're going to jump out, open in a new window, and it will change to file. And that's how we know we get the right one. Also, the spreadsheet will let us know. Let me just close my original. Okay. Green is good. If it's got folder in it, it'll actually stay red and let you know that that's not the actual badge. Okay, so a whole bunch of stuff we can set up. Let us make the Google Forms. So there's kind of some strange ways to make it with this so it all attaches. The easiest way I personally found, yes, you can go off and make forms and then put the spreadsheet into here, or you can just cheat, tools, create a new form, and this one will instantly feed back into the spreadsheet. There it is. Change everything up. These names are really handy when you start to try to change the order. Again, you can add in anything you want, and Google will change things up. Describe yourself. So just some basic questions. You notice they're all must answer, which is very important because any empty answers will be marked as not done. So that's how this thing checks. A few settings we have to set. First of all, we want it to collect the address. This is how it figures out who sent in what. And as they keep adding in the different forms, it uses those names to combine them all up to find out if that person's the same one that's submitting it. This is on by default, so we're going to turn that off. I'm going to limit one response per person, and I'm going to turn on editing in case someone makes a mistake or wants to go back and modify. We don't want to be punitive. They won't get the badge at all unless they get 100% on the quiz, which I'll show as the next example. So it's kind of important to allow them to go back and edit and change their answers. You don't need to worry about that because the program takes care of it all of itself, which is pretty cool. Okay, so this one's all ready to go. You can change the themes and whatever else you want to look at, but this is just a basic one. So there's number one done. This one here, don't have to change the name, but just to make life a little simpler later on, we're going to create another new form. Now you can have as many of these as you want. Just remember that the users are going to have to complete them all. So yeah, you want to be careful how many you give and how much work you want to give each day because this one sends it out every day and we'll get into that at 8 o'clock in the morning. This will also take in quiz items. So I'm going to have a true false. Okay. And this is going to be a quiz. So I'm going to go set up a few more things before I get into that. Back to the settings. I'm going to make this a quiz. Now, as soon as you turn it into a quiz, I'm not going to let it review. Don't care about any of this. And as soon as you turn on a quiz, it immediately takes in the email addresses. Okay, you can have that sent off if you want. I'm going to allow them to edit. I'm not going to limit them. And I'm going to keep them to one response. That way, when they go back and edit, they only get the one response that they can fix. So if they accidentally answered false, it'll be marked as wrong, and away we go. So this does not have an answer key yet. I'm going to pick true. Good. So if they pick true, they'll get 100%, and it will mark it as done. So you can have these built-in quizzes that self-mark themselves to make sure that they're actually following the instructions and answering the questions correctly. Pretty important stuff. So shut that down. Have this one. Task 2. Okay. So not much going on. Let's just take a look at some of the settings we can do before we get rolling here. Actually, we're going to do one other thing. We're going to initialize. So this is going to do initially nothing. Thank you, Google. This is all security. So this is going to be your account and everything's locked to your account. Even I can't see what's going on. So that one just said, okay, do something. And now we're going to tell it to actually do it. So from here on in, everything will work from the menu system. So it's just initializing. It's setting up everything to go. Oh, there we go. So make sure to set up your orders. Sometimes these get mixed up as you're adding them in or you move them around or something. So I'm going to put the order they're going to be done, 1 and 2. So that's the first, that's the second. I can put them in whatever order I want. I can see that they're accepting responses. You can't change it here, but at least you can see that they're ready. If these are red, you want to change these to make sure they're accepting, or the badge program won't work that great. Hey, you can see along the side here, there's a bunch of settings. So I'm going to have the email sent every day. Okay. If you don't want that done, I don't know why you'd shut that off. -1. Okay. So basically worked on days for only 5 days. You put in 5. Weekly, you put in 7. I don't have 0 working yet. Okay. And here's a really weird one. Say you want to send it out on consecutive days, sorry, like 3rd day, the 8th day, something like that. What you do is you set this one to 1 and you set these as the days. So if you want this coming up the 3rd day, put that as 3. That is 10, 27, 106, whatever you want in it. This will sort of bubble through and do it. I also have some strange merging abilities here. I can't use the double, these guys here because I've already got HTML going on. You can't mix the two, so I resorted to curly brackets. And you can see here, if you want the task number is there and the task name is there, just put those in and it will automatically swap that in. So this will give the task number and the task name for the person, and email all this with the link. And you can see that T number is task number, TN task name, and TL is the task link and name, all put together. Here's a quick little online HTML editor if you want to do the work in there. Switch it to graphical, do what you want, switch it back to HTML and just plunk it in here and away you go. So I don't know why you wouldn't want it to automatically send the badge, but at least you have the option. Here's your email subject. And again, here's your custom little email saying to them what they need to do. And last but not least, you could set this one up as commaed. So -1, it doesn't happen. Commas, there you go. So you can actually set it up. I've got these going for about a week. I could set something up for day 4 just to sort of remind them, hey, you haven't finished, say 2, you should come back and do this or else your badge won't work. And then I have it set up at day 8 at the end of the week, and it will remind them these are the ones that you're missing, and it will even list them out with the links for them, and they can come back in, solve those, and then your script will take care of the rest. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, so tracker tracks to see who's done what. So right now it's a little messy. It will get cleaned up as data comes in. And same thing with completed. It's not really sort of having anything because there's nothing there. So let's go do these quickly. Go here. Here. There's the information into the form. It's still kind of messy, isn't it? And it's missing data here. So what happened when you ran initialize is it set itself up at 8 o'clock in the morning to run itself. So that's when it checks to see if things are complete, sends out the next badge, sends out reminders. So it does everything around 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to run this as task completion because now I have a task. But again, it runs automatically at 8 in the morning. You can see right now, okay, this is what's been done. The second time it'll actually complete, which is kind of nice. And here we go. There we go. So it's now been completed. Well, we're missing that. So let's check for this. And again, this all sort of takes place automatically at 8 in the morning. And you can see it's filling it all in. And look at that. I finished task number 1, but I haven't done number 2. Sometimes, you just, maybe you made a mistake or something, or somebody talked to you when you realize, ooh, they could have 2 answers. You can actually check these boxes and override and say, no, they're actually completed. And next time this thing runs, it will say it's completed, completed, and in this case, it will send the badge. I'm going to jump into the other form. So there and there. And go live form. Okay, so this one, if I get it wrong, I can still come back in and fix it if I need to. I can edit my response, and you can see it came in there, and ooh, false and 0. So it automatically updated the information. At 8 o'clock in the morning, it will check to see if it's actually complete or not. So I want to edit my response and change it to true. Oh, look at that. It's now true, and then since I've got a 100% score, this thing will think I completed it. Now notice you can run everything manually through the badge management if you want, or you let the script do what you need to. And there we go. So that's been checked. I don't have my badge yet. So let's run that. And again, everything's run at 8 o'clock in the morning, so you don't need to do this all manually. Oh, look, completed, badge sent. Let's go take a look at my badge. And there's my badge. So I can download that, add it to my signature, and everything is good. And there we go. That's how the program works. There is a small limitation by Google. You can only have 1,500 thereabout emails flying out of your account per day. So you want to limit this to about 1,000 users, concurrent users, which shouldn't be a problem because if you're doing more than that, that's good on you. That's a lot of people. Anyways, there's the badging program all built. If you have any questions, folks, you know where to reach me. Take care.